Well, folks, the trade war with China is officially, but not really, and kind of only temporarily, over. And the United States didn't win. Here's what happened for anybody that's been distracted by maybe some of the other crazy news out there this week so far, and it's only Tuesday, but Donald Trump announced that he and a delegation from China had, of course, reached an agreement to where we're going to temporarily reduce the amount of tariffs on China for 90 days, yada yada. Same bull crap that he did with the tariffs on every other country, suspending them for 90 days, but not actually suspending them. We're still going to put them in place. They're just going to be reduced to 10%. With China, he is reducing them from 145% down to 30%. And China is reducing their tariffs on U.S. goods from 125% to 10%, so trade can still continue between the two countries, but prices will still be higher for Americans. On Monday, in response to this news late Sunday, markets went crazy, right? Hallelujah! Everything is back to normal. Let's go trade as if the tariffs completely disappeared, or, more importantly, as if there was really a deal to speak of. Because one thing that seemed to be missing from, all the reports about this deal is an actual deal. There were no details, like nothing. The only thing that came close to any kind of announcement as to what's actually in the deal came from Jiwei Zhang, the president and chief economist of Pinpoint Asset Management investment firm in Hong Kong, when he came out publicly and said this: from China's perspective, the outcome of this meeting is a success, as China took a tough stance on the U.S. threat of high tariffs and eventually managed to get the tariffs down significantly without making concessions, he said. So, Trump decided to just reduce the tariffs on Chinese goods down to 30% from 145% without China agreeing to do literally anything. Now I ask you, is that a deal? Right? I mean, it's much better for the American public, don't get me wrong, but you put the tariffs in place to begin with because China's got to make a deal. They've got to come to us. They weren't coming to us. They were going to other countries instead, as I've repeatedly said. And they made no concessions. So they didn't have to give up anything. Trump just kind of, sort of, temporarily, a little bit ended his trade war. So why? Right? Is it another bit of market manipulation to watch the stocks go crazy? Maybe. Or was it the fact that it was reported just 2 days prior to this announcement that there were no ships headed from China to the United States providing goods for the first time in 5 years? For the first time in 5 years, there was not a single ship headed from China to the United States with goods that we rely on every day. We were on the cusp of massive supply chain shortages, which we are still expected to experience, by the way. And Trump knew he had to do something. He doesn't want to be the guy that twice presided over massive supply shortages here in the United States, like he did in the beginning months of COVID, actually all throughout COVID mostly. And that was the last time that there were also no ships coming from China to the United States. So the timing of this is not suspect at all. The timing of this is exactly what we would expect from a man who launched a trade war with no idea why he was launching it, and then suddenly faced the prospect of Americans going to the grocery store and seeing nothing on the shelves. It's already been reported over the weekend before the deal was announced, we were already starting to see toilet paper shortages again here in the United States. People were hoarding and stockpiling, and so stores were running out of toilet paper. That's why Trump did this. It's not because China agreed to anything. I mean, China's telling us, like, we didn't make any concessions. We did nothing. This dude just lowered it. So awesome for us. Better for consumers. Still not great. There's still a 30% tariff in place, of course. But maybe we avoid the supply chain shortages for now. We'll see what happens in 90 days. I mean, Donald Trump is a fickle bitch. Who knows what's going to happen in those 90 days? Maybe he puts a 200% tariff on. Maybe he makes it a 0% tariff. We don't know because this man is crazy and unpredictable. But what we do know is that he launched a trade war, and as per usual, he lost big time. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.